Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to my first betting video. I'm recording this right now, Friday, 5:30 p.m. So I'm just gonna kind of do it and roll with it. So if I mess up here and there, please forgive me. Like I said, it's my first video, so bear with me. What I'm gonna be doing in these videos basically is trying to help other people like you guys make better picks for your bets based on the stuff that I learned online and what I learned from watching other people like MMA Guru, MMA experts, um, Lucas Tracy MMA, other guys like We Want Picks. There's a few other guys that I look into, but these are my main guys, the main top four guys that I look at their stuff and I try to make my picks based on their knowledge combined together. So I'm not claiming to be an expert like them. I just kind of try to gather information as much as possible. And I'm a big fan of martial arts, mixed martial arts, and boxing. So yeah. Alright, so as you guys probably know already, we got UFC Fight Night, Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov in Abu Dhabi. Uh, it's gonna start tomorrow, Saturday. For me, it's gonna be at 9 a.m. I think it's gonna be 12 p.m. Eastern time. So it's gonna be way earlier than usual. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, let's start at the bottom here. The early prelims, or is it just prelims? Hold on. Oh yeah, no, we got a full card. This is actually also known as UFC on ABC, because I think they're trying out a new thing with ABC, so it's gonna be free on ABC, and it's also gonna be free on ESPN. Alright, so for the first fight of the day, I was gonna say night, but it's day. We got, and bear with me because I'm using this old laptop here, and kind of sucks a little bit. Hopefully I could buy a new one soon. Alright, we got, where the freak are their names? Okay, my bad. We got Dumas versus Tululen. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but we're gonna keep going because I don't want to make the videos too long. So for this one, let me look at my notes real quick. For this one, we had MMA experts. He had pretty high confidence in Dumas to win this one by decision. We Want Picks had Dumas with low confidence by decision. Lucas Tracy MMA had Tulilin with mid confidence by decision. MMA Guru chose Dumas by low confidence by decision. So based on that, I wouldn't actually feel confident betting on this fight, even though I did, because I like to play with my bets a little bit. So I parlayed Dumas with a few other guys, but this is not one of my confident bets, to be honest. But we got Dumas with 3 picks out of 1. So if you're gonna bet on somebody, I would go with Dumas on this one. Alright, let's keep going. If you guys want an actual breakdown, let me know in the comments later. But for now, I'm gonna try to speed through this video because it's already pretty late here, and these fights are gonna start at like in some hours from now, so I don't even have the time to get into it too much. So I'm gonna try to speed it up for you guys and just give you the picks. Alright, let's go to the next fight. I should have probably just went back. It would have probably took me here faster. Alright, the next card we got Herbert versus Bedoya. My internet's acting a little slow. So For this one, MMA experts. Sorry. You can see their records there and stuff, so you could kind of gather some of your own information. Sorry about this stuff that's popping up there. I'm gonna have to turn that off for the next time. Alright, MMA experts went with Bedoya. Low confidence though by decision. We Want Picks went with Bedoya by mid-confidence decision. LUCASTRACYMMA went with Herbert, mid-confidence decision. And Guru went Herbert with high confidence TKO. So on this one, actually, it was really hard to pick on this one. So I made my I went really deep into research on this one, and I'm kind of siding with Bedoya, to be honest. So what we got here is 2 guys went for Bedoya and 2 guys went for Herbert. So on this one, you kind of either got to do your own knowledge before you pick, or just side with who you like better, I guess. Like which one of the YouTube guys you like better. But yeah, I did my own research, and Bedoya, he seems kind of good for this one. So yeah, that's my pick, Bedoya. Alright, next, let's go back here. Next on the card, we got Menifield versus Morsakonov. On this one, MMA experts picked wait a second, the things are off a little bit. This is not the next fight. Sorry about that. Okay, that was a hiccup there. I'm sorry. This is actually the next one. Dudakova versus Hughes. This one was a relatively easy pick, I think. You can see their records there. Dudakova's on like a 8 winning streak, and she shows good promise in the sport. So MMA experts picked Dudakova, mid-confidence decision. We Want Picks picked Dudakova, low confidence decision. LUCASTRACYMMA picked Dudakova, mid confidence decision. MMA Guru picked Dudakova, high confidence decision. So this one's probably one of the easier picks of the card. So pretty common sense who you want to go with on this one. Dudakova by decision. Possible stoppage though. I believe she's got a few stoppages on her record. Okay, let's just keep going because I'm dragging the video too much for y'all. But yeah, Dudakova on that one by decision. I wouldn't say to actually pick by decision though on these fights. Just pick them, parlay them with other guys, with other fighters. If you want to actually go into details with your picks, then you could do that. But I didn't really do that this time. I'm just going with parlays to just win in general. Okay, I'm gonna just give you guys the picks. I'm not. Oh fuck it. I was gonna try to speed it up even more, but I'm gonna just show you guys their info so you guys can see a little more on your own. Okay, next we got Guram versus Jordan Busenik. On this one, MMA experts wins with Guram with high confidence decision. We Want Picks Guram, high confidence decision. LUCASTRACYMMA, Guram, high confidence decision. MMA Guru, Guram, mid confidence decision. So this was a tricky one for me to pick. I did add Guram to one of my parlays, but I have a feeling about this guy right here, Jordan Busenik. I just don't feel good about this fight after doing my own research. I feel like he might possibly end up getting a big upset victory over Guram, based on what I learned. So you know everybody's sided with him. So you guys will have to make your own decision here. If you go into DraftKings, you'll see that this guy is like they have high confidence in him to score a lot of points. So after I looked at that, that made me do my own research, and that's why I'm kind of iffy about this fight. I did add him on one of my parlays as well, but on this one, I wouldn't tell you who to pick, to be honest. But everybody sided with Guram, so you do what you want to do on that one. Okay, next. Gassiev versus Mace. This one was a relatively easy fight to pick as well. Gassiev he was on a streak till he lost his last fight recently by TKO. I don't remember the fight too well, but Mace hasn't been showing a lot of promise either. But this guy, he's supposed to make a good comeback on this fight. Let me go look at what they picked. Okay, so MMA experts picked high confidence submission for Gassiev. WEWANTPICKS chose Gassiev high confidence decision. Lucas Tracy, Gassiev high confidence TKO. MMA Guru, Gassiev mid confidence decision. So this one's pretty much a no-brainer in a sense. I doubt Gassiev loses this one, so that's like a free pick right there. Okay, next. Who we got next? Okay, Yaya versus Fernandez. This one could be a tricky one, but I'm almost really confident that Fernandez is gonna win this one. I'll tell you why it could be tricky though. Alright, so MMA experts went with Fernandez high confidence decision. WEWANTPICKS went with Fernandez high confidence decision. Lucas Tracy went with Yaya low confidence decision. MMA Guru, Fernandez low confidence decision. So basically most of them sided with Fernandez, but apparently this guy's pretty good. Yaya, he lost his last fight by decision. I don't think he has really notable names on this thing, but but he has been, was he? No, he's barely going. He has one fight in the UFC. So does he. LFA. I think he should win. Fernandez should win this fight, but they are fighting in Abu Dhabi, and I'm not gonna say there's a conspiracy out there, but there's a high chance that if this fight goes to decision, they're probably gonna give it to Yaya because of his. Yeah, because this is in Abu Dhabi. This guy's Brazilian, and this guy's like Palestinian or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I picked Fernandez, but you could do whatever you want with that one. Alright, let's see what's next. Sorry, my mouse is malfunctioning. We got Menefield versus Murzakanov, which was the one that I messed up on earlier. This one's actually also a no-brainer. Murzakanov should win this one, unless Menefield gets a KO out of nowhere, which could happen, by the way. So keep that in mind. Okay, MMA experts picked Murzakanov high confidence KO. WEWANTPICKS Murzakanov high confidence decision. Lucas Tracy high confidence KO. MMA Guru mid confidence decision. So there's a lot of Russians on this card, and they're all pretty much predicted to do a really good job. As you can see, this guy has a good record. He's fought in the UFC a few times already. Came off of the Contender Series, Dana White's Contender Series. So this is all really good here. And he's been in the UFC for a while, but he got knocked out in his last fight against Carlos Ulberg, my bad. But like I told you earlier, this fight could go either way at some point, but most likely Murzakanov will take it. I picked Murzakanov on my parlays. Alright, next we got Alvarez versus Brenner. This was a tricky one to pick, to be honest. I'm gonna tell you what they chose. MMA experts went with Brenner, low confidence decision. We Want Picks went with Brenner, mid confidence decision. Lucas Tracy, Brenner, high confidence decision. MMA Guru, Alvarez, mid confidence KO. So this guy's actually the favorite on this one, Alvarez, even though our guys went with Brenner to get the upset victory. And I was wondering why they were siding with Brenner. Brenner, it's actually like I really do think Brenner's gonna win this fight. Like based on just what I learned off of these guys, to be honest. I'm not gonna say that I looked into this fight too much, but just based on what they said, like they really made it seem like Brenner's gonna win this one. It almost doesn't make sense that he's the favorite, that Alvarez is the favorite. Let's see what the percentages are. I think also because on DraftKings Fantasy League, Brenner has a lot of points. He's predicted to make a lot of points on there, so that actually tells you something as well. Because I learned from my last time that sometimes DraftKings Fantasy League will kind of tell you who's gonna do a really good job, like based on what they know, I guess. But yes, my pick was Brenner for this one, even though he's the underdog. Bedoya is also the underdog on this fight as well. I forgot to tell you guys earlier. He's the underdog, and I went with him. All right, let's keep moving. I think those are the only two underdogs we got so far. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, we got another underdog here. We got Dern versus Lupi Godinez. So Dern is the favorite here, but she was opening favorite. Now the lines have moved a lot and they're kind of even now. But I caught Godinez when she was like a 100 plus underdog. I caught her earlier in the week. So MMA experts went with Godinez, low confidence decision. We Want Picks, Godinez, high confidence decision. Lucas Tracy, Godinez, mid confidence decision. Guru, mid confidence decision. So based on what I learned from them, my confidence is with Godinez as well. And as you can see, Dern is still slightly the favorite, but you can't really even say it's the favorite because it's way too even now. But in the beginning of the week, she was like minus 150, 170 favorite. So those of us that got Lupi early, we did a really good job on that, jumping on it quick. But Godinez is expected to they're expected to have a good match, but Godinez is known to it's showing you the odds here, 115, 105, so she's still barely the favorite. Godinez is known to come out on top of hard battles, so that's why I sided with her. Alright, next we got our homie Tony Ferguson. Hopefully this is his last fight, because I don't think none of us want to see him get beat up anymore. He's fighting Michael Chiesa. For this one, as you can see, he's on a 7-fight losing streak, even though you could only see 5 here. He fell off really bad after he got beat up by Gaethje. And this guy, he's not all that either, but he's fighting an old Tony Ferguson, so this one is a no-brainer as well. Unless Tony comes in and surprises all of us, Chiesa should win this one. Let me tell you guys what the guys picked. MMA experts picked Chiesa, high confidence decision. We Want Picks, Chiesa, high confidence decision. Lucas Tracy, Chiesa, high confidence decision. MMA Guru, Chiesa, high confidence submission. So you can see that everybody's leaning towards him, but they don't even believe that he could even finish Ferguson, really. Guru gave him the high confidence submission, but I doubt that happens. I think it's just gonna go to a decision, to be honest. It might even be a close fight, but I don't see Tony winning this. Alright, next to this next fight. Okay, this is gonna be a really good fight. Vera versus Figueiredo. Okay, so those of us that know the sport, we know that both of these guys are like straight up warriors. And I'm not gonna say I'm a big fan of Vera. I'm more of a fan of Figueiredo, which I picked him on this one. I think he's better than Vera, like all around. To be honest, I think a prime Figgy, beats a prime Vera kind of easily. But I don't know. I don't know who will agree with me on that one. All right, let's see what they picked. MMA experts. He picked Vera, mid-confidence decision. We want picks. Figueiredo, mid-confidence decision. LUCASTRACYMMA, Figueiredo, high-confidence decision. Possible submission. MMA Guru, Figueiredo, mid-confidence decision. So the homie AJ from MMA Experts was the only one that went with Vera for a mid-confidence decision. But even though I actually know these guys pretty well, I was gonna go with Figgy either way, unless these guys told me otherwise. Something like, they would have had to tell me something like Figgy's not looking good coming into this fight. He has an injury or something. But I went with Figgy. Vera, the only thing I think he has going for him is that he's a tough dude. Like he has never been knocked out. I don't even know if he's ever been knocked down, to be honest. And Figgy has been knocked down before. I think he's even been stopped. Oh yeah, he got TKO'd against Brandon Moreno. He got submitted too by Brian Moreno. But I don't see Vera doing none of that to him, to be honest. And he's been doing pretty good lately. He's got a decision over Ralph Font, unanimous decision, a submission over Corby Garbrandt. That's pretty good. He got an L against Sandhagen. He got split decision, not bad. Pedro Munoz, that's a good decision win. And unanimous L to Sean O'Malley, which was basically just Sean beating him up for 5 rounds. Alright, so yeah, I went with Figgy on this one. Alright, next fight. We're almost done here. Okay, next fight. We got Shara versus Michael Olidesik. Alright. Close the door, Iris. Close the door, please. So this one should be a really good fight as well. That was my daughter, by the way. Shara, if you guys know the sport, you know that has a lot of hype running with him right now. He's been like KOing people and stuff. Oh, he got a decision right here. His first UFC fight, unanimous decision. He KO'd the last guy. This one was a really good fight. This was barely like 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. Oh, there it says right there, a month ago, a month and a week ago. But he has a really good Muay Thai kickboxing background. And this guy, he's supposed to be really good at knocking people out too, but he has 2 L's right now. He got submitted. Michael Pereira, Kevin Holland submitted him as well. And Kevin's not even known for submitting people. He got submitted over here too. He got KO. So, yeah, I went with Shara on this one. The only way I see Shara losing this one is if Michael ends up catching him somehow and puts his lights out. Okay, so MMA experts went with Shara, high confidence KO. We want picks. Shara, low confidence decision. LUCASTRACYMMA, mid confidence decision. MMA Guru went with Shara, high confidence decision. So most of these guys don't even think that Shara's gonna get the KO, but I think he will. Or I'm 50-50 on it. I think he might get the KO TKO, but if he doesn't, I think he's gonna just take it to decision. Like he's gonna win either way. I'm pretty confident in that. All right, next fight and the last fight of the card. We got Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov, which is gonna be a super good fight as well. I'm really excited for most of this card. This is like a pay-per-view worthy type of card. Okay, so this one's kind of hard to pick, but I sided with Nurmagomedov. Let me tell you what the guys went with. MMA experts went with Nurmagomedov. I'm gonna just call him Umar. I'm gonna start getting tongue-tied trying to say his name so much. Umar. He went with Umar with a high confidence decision. WEWANTPICKS went with Umar, high confidence decision. Lucas Tracy went with Sandhagen, mid confidence decision. MMA Guru went with Umar, high confidence decision. So I kind of agree with all the decisions. I think I don't really see Sandhagen like beating Umar unless he could like somehow outstrike him and just keep the fight on the feet and not get grappled up and dominate it for 5 rounds. If he could keep Umar away somehow, like technically striking, then that's his path to victory. Other than that, I don't know how he can win. I kind of just see Umar just imposing his strength and his knowledge and grappling on him, and he actually has pretty good striking as well. Look at that, he has a bunch of wins in the UFC already. I'm not gonna say these are super notable names either, but I think this is gonna be the one that puts him up there. If he beats Sandhagen, then that means something, and especially if he does it in a convincing way. But yeah, I went with Umar. As you can see, Sandhagen, he has some notable fights. And yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. I'll try to get better on my videos next time. Peace.